we're here today with head wrestling coach Brian Kenney. Brian not only wrestles every day with his students, but owns a gym that literally teaches wrestling on the side. You know a little bit about mats. Tell us what the Xanigo system's done for you and how it's changed the way that you prevent bacteria on your mats.
First of all, it saved me a ton of time, which as a coach, as a business owner, and a dad and a husband, there's only 24 hours in the day. So every time I can save a minute is huge. That's more time I'm at home with the kids.
Right.
Second part is cleaning. I mean, we don't have skin issues anymore.
That's kind of a big deal.
It's huge.
How often did you have skin issues before? I mean, would you have a player out every year?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
Every year a kid, whether it's my team or some other team, thankfully hasn't been mine, but sits out of the state tournament, sits out at nationals because of a skin infection, which if you think of it, you've put in 18 years of work, and because of ringworm, staph, impetigo, MRSA, whatever, your career is over because of a skin infection.
Okay, so coach, the very first step to keeping this mat room safe is Gold Shield. Tell us what it is about Gold Shield that you like and how it works on your mats and how you use it every day.
So honestly, I use it once a week and I spray everything. So that way I know if for whatever reason we missed a spot or a kid missed a circle, I know everything's clean for the week.
Right, it's one of those things that gives you that safety net, right?
Right.
We kill bacteria from the bottom up, and then we come back and kill it from the top down with Pure and Clean as well. Previous to Xanigo, how did you make sure your mats were safe? How did you make sure that the bacteria was killed before?
One of the kids would pour the dilution, I'd spray it, kids would push mop with towels and go over the top of it and push it clean.
Okay, so we have kids involved, right?
Kids involved, yep.
Chemicals or pesticides, let's make sure that we don't have kids involved. And it took how long to do that?
About 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes a day?
After every practice.
After practice, you're spinning. That's 15 minutes you're not at home, right?
And that's not doing walls, equipment, pull-up bars, bands.
Right.
I mean, that's mats.
Just mats for 15 minutes. How long does it take you now?
Less than 3 minutes to do everything.
So previously, when you were spending 5 times as much time to do the mats, what did it smell like in here?
A wrestling room.
And what's it smell like now?
Nothing.
Nothing is the goal, right?
Smells like a classroom.
That's right.
It smells like every other normal room in the school.
You guys spend so much time in the wrestling room or in the locker room or in the coach's office. You deserve to sit in a place that doesn't stink, right?
Yes.
I think that's been the big surprise to most of my coaches is, yeah, we want to keep the kids safe and yeah, we want to prevent staph, MRSA, and the flu and all that, but man, it's nice to just not sit in a place that doesn't smell like a locker room.
Correct.
One of the biggest benefits to the Xanigo system is Pure and Clean. Tell us how you use it and what exactly it is that you like about Pure and Clean.
So the biggest thing is that I don't have to get the kids out of the room.
Okay.
The transition between practices is a lot shorter now.
Okay. How many practices would you have in a day between different groups?
So we'll have a youth practice, a high school practice, private lessons, an adult practice. So between those, I can spray the mats.
Right, and previously you'd have to wait till everyone got out. And now you can just come in and while they're leaving, spray and know you're not putting harmful chemicals in the air.
Right. And that I'm standing in the harmful chemicals.
There you go, exactly. So previously, would you even do anything between practices?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no, depending on how much, what time this practice started, this lesson started. I mean, so it was a 50-50.
It's funny, we always talk about safety, but it always comes back to time. You guys have such little time to spend on this that it ends up getting neglected. And not by any means of you guys, and nothing wrong with the coaches for doing that. It's just that all the old practices were so slow that coaches just had to skip them because you didn't have time to do that. So fortunately, now you've got a system that moves so fast and is safe and is so easy to use that you're able to do it multiple times a day if you need to.
Definitely.
Absolutely. That's great. We appreciate it. Or you would say the biggest benefit to this system is?
The smell and the time.
Smell and time, the two things that coaches deal with the most. I don't have enough time and it stinks in here.
Right.
We can eliminate both of those. If you'd like to eliminate both of those, give us a call today.